Hey, good evening, everybody. It's kind of late. It's Sunday. Had to do some run around today, get some activities done. Had to go food shopping because I ate all my grandson Pop Tarts up and he's pissed off, so I had to replace them. But anyway, I hope everybody had a blessed day. Good week and everything. So before I decided to take it down, it was a conversation that I had on my mind that I wanted to talk about. And it's a problem that a lot of people have been running into that's of a particular type of character. So my topic is going to be why is good not good enough. So basically, this is going to be for people out there that are genuine people that's good nature, good soul, helpful, you know, givers, not takers, and they want to know basically why it always seems that they come up short on any end of the stick. So first, I want to ask you a question, and this is for male and female out there. How many of you consider yourself a good person? How many of you out there consider yourself a decent person, a caring person, a person that would give someone the, the clothes off their back, the food out their house, their last $5 if they had it? People that into helping people, often put themselves last. How many of you think that you're a decent or a good person? For the people out there that says that they are a good person, because this same question was asked to me and a bunch of other men in a group that I was in church one time, and what I found out was very, very kind of disturbing. You know, like many other brothers in there, I raised my hand. One thing that I do know is that I'm a good dude. I'm not perfect. I have issues. I have things that I have to, work on and work with myself. But a good dude, that's something I definitely know that I am. But let me tell you, being good gets you. Being good gets you let down. Being good gets your kindness used as weakness. It gets you mishandled. It gets you misused. It gets you taken advantage of. It gets you last on the list. It gets you dealing with people that have no accountability for what they do. Good people get hurt. Good people get cheated on. Mishandled. That's what being good gets you. So where's the payoff? And why does that happen to good people? One of the first things that you have to realize about the nature of people, you attract what you are. Now, most people think that when you attract what you are, if you're a nice person, you should attract a nice person. That's not what attracting what you are, that's not what that looks like. So let me break it down like this. Say you're a caring, loving, generous person. You won't attract that. Who you are would attract. Who you would attract basically is someone based off your nature that's the opposite of it. If you're loving and giving, you're going to run across a taker. If you're honest and loyal, you're going to run against a cheater, because that's the polar opposite of you, and they need that to survive. So usually if you're a good person, good natured, good hearted, you're going to attract the magnetism of your opposite polarity. Now, it might be disguised similar to you, but that's part of the ploy. And the thing is, with these people, sometimes it's not a deliberate thing. It's nature versus nurture. Sometimes they have things in them that structure a particular type of way that they're not even aware of themselves. It's just how their makeup is. I'm quite sure you think about all the times you didn't help a person out, and don't get me started on family. Family members sometimes are the worst. Family members are very, they love the good family members. Family members feel entitled. They like hitting you with that blood is thicker than water. Now I'm gonna pause right there and I'm gonna get back on track. I hate that saying is blood thicker than water. Now let's look at that for a second. Blood is thicker than water because of the amount of molecules that make up blood and them being condensed together. Anybody know anything about science is the closer molecules are together, the more tighter knit it is, the more solid the object is. So the condensity of blood is thicker than water. But water flows better than blood. That's why in a lot of cases, most important people in people's lives isn't their relatives. That's blood is thicker than water. It's their friends that flow like water, that flow in between your spirit and the things that you need to do and this, that, and other. Your friends love you just because they do. There's no entitlement. There's no blood bonds or anything. These are just somebody you met that just think that you're awesome and they're gonna love you anyway. So don't get caught up on blood is thicker than water. I have extended family. I have students that I mentor, friends that's I don't even know what to describe them. I don't know if I can call them like my kids or siblings or whatever. I've been looking after them for a long time. And in my eyes, they mine. That blood is thicker than water. That wouldn't mean nothing to me. I would do for them like I would do my biological children or my biological family. So don't let nobody run that blood is thicker than water is on you, because it is thicker, but the thicker something is, the gunkier it is, the slower it moves. It takes its time. You got that nice flow of the water flowing type of relationship. That keeps a bond forever. One of the main things that keep life moving on this planet is water. So you decide if you want to rock with the blood or the water. But let me switch off of that. Y'all gonna get me preaching up on it. So let me go back to this being a good thing. See, the problem that we have is that we want to be good. Good isn't good enough. Good ain't nothing. Good is not crap. What we need to be concentrating on, just like you shouldn't be worried about making $100 anymore. $100 ain't nothing. You work 100, it's gone. Your way of thinking now should be making thousands, not hundreds. So instead of concentrating on being a good person, you concentrate on being excellent. Now the problem with the conversion from good to excellent is when you switch from good to excellent, you're going to lose a lot of people, because in a lot of cases when you strive to be excellent, a lot of things don't fit no more that you used to. Everyone's not worth your time. Everyone's not worth your help. Everybody's not worth your heart. Everybody's not worth your devotion. Some things is you're not better than the person, but that situation is beneath you. You don't have the energy to devote to non-productive nonsense. And the thing is, once you start going from the avenues of good to excellent, people gonna start judging you, which they do anyway. So it don't really matter what they think. People gonna start, oh, you change. I'm supposed to. Every 7 years they say you're supposed to go through a dramatic change in your life. If you that's just living regularly. And then when you're trying to do a deliberate change in your mind, spirit, body, and soul, that's even a little bit harder, and the change will be more dynamic. And the people around you gonna see it before you do, because haters are prophetic. Hater, whether it's a friend, a family member, co-worker, they're prophetic. They'll see the blessing on you before you even sniffing it. And they're going to try to throw a monkey wrench in it, because they'll see where you can go and you ain't even there yet. That's why most people that's jealous of you, when you find out that that individual is jealous of you, you be like, well, damn, why are they jealous of me? I don't even got this, that, and other. Nah, because they're prophetic. They see where you're going. And when you're making that switch from good to excellent, their third eye is going to be activated. They're going to be all over you with it. They're going to trying to discourage you, and they're going to be trying to get you to stay how you are, or try to make you think that, oh, you think you're better than us now. I'm better than that situation. I'm not better than you. I'm better than that situation. I choose not to put myself in that situation no more. You know, oh, you can't hang out with us. Not what y'all doing, what y'all doing. And it's going to come off as snobbish to certain people. But if you want to live a life of being good and rejected and misused and unhandled and not loved correctly, and people not knowing your love language or your respect boundaries, and you giving everybody the world, and you praying and praying and praying for a breakthrough and asking God, why me? Why me? Why I'm such a good person? I'm such a good person. Well, we all know how God works. Good is like a deed to God. He don't want us to be good. He wants us to be excellent. So we still working in a good, like good is good enough. Good ain't nothing. Get that out y'all head. Good ain't nothing. Good is no good. Good is food stamps back in the day with the big old book that you had to open up. That's what good is. Good ain't gonna get you nowhere. Good will get you in a repetitive circle of doing, wanting to be appreciated, not be appreciated, feeling like crap, but your nature is good, so you're gonna keep on doing that circle. Myself, I had to make that transition. I'm still in that transition. I'm a very, very, very helpful person. I won't borrow money for me, but if I have a friend in need, I will borrow money to help them out if I don't have it. But I won't put food in my own mouth. I'll be up in here starving. Well, not currently, but there's been times I don't have no food. I don't have nothing to eat. I just be like, well, I'm in a situation. I'm gonna deal with it. Then I'd be talking to a person or hearing a story, and I'm like, man, they really messed up. Which I'm actually in the worst situation than them, and I don't borrow money. I don't ask nobody for nothing, but I will go borrow something for someone else so that they can be good. So I can do my deed. That's just how I am. I don't really be looking for anything in return sometimes, just a appreciation, but it don't usually never come. Think about it like this, and this is especially for you good-hearted people, such like myself. You are so important to people when you need something. So important. You're the first one that they call. You know, they know they can rely on you. They know you can help. They know that you can help them out because you're consistent in your deliverance of what you do. But when it comes time to show gratitude, as simple as, can you pay me back? I find it amazing how people get mad when you ask for something back that belongs to you. Now you're not good enough. They don't know your phone number. They got busy. You know, they want to borrow $500 and pay you back $5 a week. You ain't borrowed $5 a week. You borrowed $500. You at least make 2 or 3 payments on that. Then you have a nerve to get upset, or you become forgotten. You go right back in that mode. What they say, people call you when they need something. There's nothing wrong with that sometimes, but I have a very strong bias of people that only call when they need, and then don't do the okie doke. Don't know you're gonna ask me something on Friday. I ain't heard from you in 2 years, and you drop me a call on Monday. Hey, how you doing? You said blah blah, trying to bother me up. Just in the car, and all right. What day they gonna pop the question? Sometimes I let people hang themselves. Sometimes I still would do. I would still do for them, and I write everything down in the book. I'm like a detective. I don't trust my memory, but I keep excellent notation. I don't know if it's from being in law enforcement for so long, but I got books on people up and upstairs in my house. I can tell you when you did it, what you said, what time it was, what the wind was. I do it just like we was doing little report notes. Subject, blah, blah, blah. Time of day, blah, blah, blah. Blah, blah, blah. Just write it all down. So if I ever have to confront the person about why I'm not being as nice or don't want to do nothing for them no more, I don't have to go off memory. I'm like, look, here's your folder of why I don't F with you like that no more. This is your folder. This is all the crap that you've done. This is how long I allowed you to do it. I can't allow that no more. I can't do it. That's how I do it. People have their own things. But The reason I want to talk about this, or the reason I wanted to bring this up and just put it in your spirit, is because there's not a lot of decent people left, but it's enough. It's enough, and I'm tired. Whenever I run into a person, whether if I know them or don't know them, if they're doing good, I always like to mention something. One day I got pulled over by a cop. This cop, I got locked up. He took my car. Well, they didn't take my car. He parked it somewhere, and I think I had something that just kicked in because I got pulled over a couple days before. There was no problem. Then 2 days later, I got some type of warrants or something like that, and did get locked up. Not long, got locked up, and when I got out, I actually went to the police department where the officer was working, and I asked, where do you do complaints at? And the dude sergeant, he had his face all tore up and everything. And I asked him for the officer's name that locked me up. He gave it to me. He said, well, what's the situation? So he did a wonderful job. I said, I was locked up, but he was professional. I didn't eat beforehand. I knew I was going in a slammer. He let me finish my food. My car was supposed to be towed. I ain't even had no power steering. He was struggling trying to park that car for me. I was treated with much respect. And I let him know that. I said, I didn't get bent out of shape. To me, it was business I had to take care of. I didn't know. And he did his job. I ain't get bent out of shape because that man pulled me over and my stuff just happened to not be correct. But he did an extra service, and I told him, I said, I appreciate the way you handled that whole situation. You don't know this, but I've been in security and law enforcement my whole life, and I could tell you was trained well. And I just wanted to come up here personally to thank you for how you handled that. Your credit to your uniform. I can tell he wasn't used to hearing that, but he was a good brother. So I like giving flowers to people that they belong to. That's another problem that we have, us good people. We give flowers to thorny ass people that don't need it, that don't deserve it, and there's really no recourse for it. And I'm not promoting anyone to stop helping people. I'm promoting you to help yourself so you can help the correct people. Get away from them users, get away from them abusers. And if you do help them, realize what it is that you're doing and why. And certain people, I don't expect nothing back from. Good and well that money's gone, that situation's gone. You just know. No. It's something that my bishop says. He said, consistency builds security. And that's very, very true. But that could be consistency in anything. You keep telling me lies, I'm secure in believing you're a liar. Because you consistently showed me that you're a liar. You're a cheater, and I'm always catching you with your pants or panties down consistently. You can't get mad at me because I'm secure in what I feel because you secured me with your actions. People don't think that that's negative and positive. We've been in plenty of relationship with a person we love, but every time they open their mouth, you can't trust nothing that come out their mouth. You can't trust where they said it was at, this, that, and other. And not because you have speculation, because they consistently showed you who they were. So my thing is, if you have people that consistently show you who there was, there's no really need to ever get mad at that person anymore. Most people don't take long to show you who they are. The problem that we have is the most greatest thing that we have, we use it in the wrong way. Faith. We put too much faith in people. All this faith in people, but never in the divine where it's supposed to be. We get at the little bit. We get at the leftover faith. But you got that woman that says she wants a good dude, but she knows he's attracted to niggas. So she either get a nigga and try to take him to church and pray to goodness in him, or she get a good dude and now he's so corny to her because she's not used to it that she's trying to get him to do the stuff that she wanted to be delivered from. Or you got the trifling dude that says he want a good woman, get one, and first thing he doing, he trying to hit somebody else off, you know. And that's all signs of the transition of being good to excellent. When you're excellent, you don't put up with that crap. It's beneath you. You're better than it. And trust and believe, you will feel better. You'll feel funny at first because it goes against your natural way. Because you're going to think, oh man, I don't want to be stuck up. I don't want to be playing. But once you make that transition, like I said, you don't stop it doing what you're doing. It's how you do it. You know, it's not letting yourself being taken advantage of and feel like crap. You know, and I hate that about good people because as much work that they do, as much giving that they do, as much loving that they do in their heart, they're usually the most depressed people on this planet. They're the most unappreciated. They feel like crap most of the time. You know, it's hard walking around in high spirits, looking like you're in high spirits because that's part of your medicine. But you really don't feel like that. But you try to what they say, fake it till you make it. You know, try to encourage your own self and your own spirit. You know, that's what people do. So my challenge for you, good people out there, is make a conscious decision. Look at your life and where it's been. Look at all the good you've done. I bet 9 times out of 10, if you're a good, decent, caring person and you analyze yourself, you probably don't think you have as much as you should. And I think I said in one of my other videos, don't ever not fully analyze yourself. You know, if it don't seem like you got a lot, 9 times out of 10, that's because you gave a lot. You go back throughout your life and you all the trifling people you didn't give money to, give a place to stay, clothes off their back, rides, food out your. You think about all the stuff that you give, and you as a hoarder, you decide to just keep that for yourself, and then think about where you would be. Now, I'm not saying that to tell people to do that to get things, but my thing is when you're going to analyze yourself, when you're looking at yourself in the mirror, you're talking to God like, you know, what you want to be, why me, this, that, and other. You know, the answers is there. We weren't meant to be good. We was meant to strive and excellent. But sometimes good feel comfortable, and it's where our insecurities is. Sometimes you got to step out that box and just do better for yourself and find someone that you find someone that you know is better than you in that the dimension that you want to be, and study up under them. You know, ask somebody, you know, I think that you do excellent in this. Like, how do you do that? How do you get your spirit like that? How do you do this? How do you do that? Then you make a game plan for yourself and then you follow it, you know. And I'm talking about this passionately because I love people, but I'm sick of them. I'm sick of them. I'm sick of ignorant ass people. I don't really talk like this, but I am. I'm tired of when I see good people just get dogged all the time and be stressed out. Then they start having health problems and this, that, and other. And yeah, somebody be in their grave and they still begging for stuff. Then they be the ones trying to jump in the damn casket when you out of here. You know, you can't even get no rest then. And I don't want that for nobody. I suffered through that most of my life. And past couple years, it took me getting sick, damn near dying the past 6 years before my hard-headed butt got that. My past 6 years have been the worst in my life, but I wouldn't trade it for the knowledge that I got. The knowledge and the peace that I got, all that knowledge that I got from going to my church and everything, even though my church been closed, I had so much stuff poured in me, I didn't even know it was going to activate the way it did until I needed it, you know, and that's what got me through all them teachings. And that sometimes you be real paying attention to stuff. Sometimes you just think you in the house because that's the thing to do. Nah, that stuff get downloaded. They get downloaded, get uploaded when you need it. Trust me. So, you know, I'm not gonna stare that long. I'm in like 24 minutes in. I'm tired. I gotta go to bed. But I just wanted to talk to y'all for a minute, you know, and say everybody got these weird challenges, you know. I challenge you to be excellent. And y'all have a good night and God bless. I'll get up with y'all later.